Hello, hello. Turns out the fix prescribed for Moguri Mod to get past its ending sequence problem was actually the right one. However, I deleted the wrong file. You're supposed to delete. Let's see. What's pulled up? Where is it? Moguri. Yep. So you're supposed to delete the file called mbg 116 bytes. However, there's actually two of them, and deleting the right one is the one that creates the fix. So, yeah, the problem you were having just a few minutes ago, yeah, that's why I deleted the wrong one. That's why if you delete one or both, you end up seeing that pause screen. But so we saw this in the whoops, sensitive controller, I swear. And now we have what we're supposed to actually be seeing. And why we're getting a pause screen even though we couldn't actually do anything. So yeah, as I said, with trying under the okay, in the previous session, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to fix this, and ended up having to tell what happened. But now we can actually discuss it better. So here you can see the infantry freaking the fuck out. And this also right here is automatic done. You don't have to worry about trying to dodge any of it or anything. The thing will automatically run and escape everything. So. So you still have to advance the text yourself. It's not quite in the auto scroll part yet. So here you see a pretty battle damaged Kuja, for lack of a better description. So Kuja used the last of his power in order to help his buddies, help Zidane and party get out. And now we should be in the auto scroll phase. Now, I can't remember if this is a side effect of Moguri Mod or if this is the signal was the way it was in the original game. Because I don't remember actually being able to see them. But I think this was an original game. It's been that long since I played it, I don't really remember. Also, the implications here are interesting because it's implying that Vivi managed to recreate the black mages, but with sentience like what he has. So basically, this is I should have said something sooner, but this is basically like the standard Final Fantasy fare at this point. It's more common in, I think, in the Super Nintendo era games where you just had like long montage of what each character was doing after the final boss was defeated. So this is basically what happens to Aiko in the end. she gets adopted by Sid and Hilda. So she gets a happy ending of having parents and a family. A lot of these characters get a happy endings, except for Garnet and Zidane, because of what I said last session. Because it's not obvious that what's going on there. And it takes him until the credits to finally confess it. It's also interesting that she's given up Save the Queen, but you see she has a weapon on her anyway. So either she picked up a new weapon along the way, or she never actually gave up Save the Queen. So I don't know, it's a weird, I don't know what to call it, a glitch or a plot hole. Now here's another plot hole. It's never established how long after the main, the game's campaign is done that these events are taking place. Because here you see Garnet's got her full, hair back, and it's never established how long after. Okay, so this part you have to manually advance. It's not unfortunate. It's telling that somehow the voice was not giving a clue. So I don't know how to manage this. You're supposed to disguise the voice. It's not. I think. Let's see. If I remember correctly, this is the last new Final Fantasy before they started making voice acting part of the series. So I don't know how they managed to disguise the voice in universe like that. Oh, okay, I gotta comment that no cloud and no squall line is thought to be a joke about the previous two Final Fantasies protagonists being named Cloud and Squall for 7 and 8. So it's believed to be that it's supposed to be a reference to it. Hmm. So this is the extra scene if you have the hammer in inventory. Now at this point it should be auto scrolling. Yep, it's auto scrolling at this point. So I'll just sit back and relax. See, look at that. She got her full hair back. So just how goddamn long was that? That gap. It's interesting she does not go back for the Joel, indicating she's, stops caring. So she does have a different longsword than, say, the Queen. Look, you see that? Actually, okay, I don't know. I'm just done trying to figure out the logic on that one. And I think this. I don't remember the text looking like this before. I wonder if that's a Moguri change because I don't remember. It's been about 6 years, I think, since I played it. So yeah, my memory might be a little bit shot.
Alone for a while, I have been searching through the
I don't think we can skip this, can we? So basically, it's playing the song "Melodies of Life" while going over the FMVs from the entire game. It does them in order of airing, I think. Play rather. So, this is actually the second Final Fantasy to use a theme song like that. The first one, from as far as I understand, was actually Final Fantasy VIII, where it played Eyes on Me, but honestly, I think that's one of the, it was not a good song. It was overrated back in '99, it still is. And it has the unfortunate problem of being forced on you, rather than Melodies of Life here being one, good, and two, it's in the end credits. And this does start setting the trend of having a defining theme song for a Final Fantasy title, at least in the main series. Like 8 has Eyes on Me, 9 has Melodies of Life, 10 has Tsuteki Dane. I can't remember which one, what the one for 12 was. And 13's was My Hands. That's for the entire trilogy for the most part. And I don't know what the one for 15 was, but 14's actually has different ones. Mostly because it's got one for each expansion. Which is usually, in later expansions, it becomes the same name as the one for the expansion's title. But the best I can tell, 2.0, Final Fantasy 14 2.0, Realm Reborn is Answers. Then Heaven's Ward is Dragon Song. Well, let's see, Stormblood. I'm not actually sure about Stormblood. But I would have to look it up for Stormblood. But Shadowbringers, Shadowbringers has quite a few multiple a few for it there. The obvious one is Shadowbringers. Then you have 5.3 being To the Edge, same as the child music from that one. Let's see. And Endwalker is the Footfalls theme. Sometimes they reuse the theme for the expansion inside an actual battle, actual duty. So, but starting with 8, they did start making it where each Final Fantasy had a main theme on it. It's usually sung by an outside artist. However, that is not always the case because, as far as I know, the songs I just listed for 14 were sung by in-house artists. Or at least somebody who was already on contract with Square rather than outside artists, like with 8 being 8's a song being done by a famous Asian market artist called named Fei Wong. So. Now, normally speaking, if you do a code at this point, you get access to the blackjack minigame. And I think I did this last time when I don't know. It's supposed to be like a code, but I think maybe I got it unlocked from. I think it's unlocked differently on the Steam version now. And it's basically this. So it's a fun little game. You can see all the moves that in the thing. I can't remember if this is Moguri Mod or not. I don't really remember. I do know when I first set this up that I loaded my save game data from the cloud and all this got unlocked. So I think this is actually built into the game now. Which is cool. Anyway, that's it for Final Fantasy IX. This time we actually got to see the ending. So easy fix on what was going on, and well, see you next time for the next game.